Yo, 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 once again, we're back. This is We're Just Messengers podcast. Of course, I'm Moe.
I'm Mike.
And of course, I got my dog, Drew Money, on the boards. How you feeling?
Man. Right here, man. How y'all living?
Good, man. Good. Can't complain.
Last night was mad real, man. Super mad real. Shout out to Courtney the Poet, man. She had that Bonfire 3.0. Shit was lit, literally.
She did one before, didn't she?
Like the Fly. She did two. Did one last year and one year before. So, yeah, man. Lit, literally. For real. Mad real. If I look country on YouTube, I'm going to sleep immediately after this. So, just throwing that out there, guys.
My dog repping Giannis and repping Chris Paul.
Yeah. And man, my dog Shy, man.
Shy Gillis Alexander?
Yeah, man. So, let's get into this, man. How was y'all Thanksgiving, man?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Went to my girl's spot. Family threw down as usual.
Her people cook? You ain't cook them?
Nope.
You just came to eat.
Just like I said in my tweet. I mean, if I need to bring something, I'll bring something.
You know what I'm saying? Did you bring anything? Or did
I didn't have to bring nothing, man.
You just brought your stomach.
Played a couple of games here and there.
Right.
Won me a few prizes, so.
Oh, they play games and shit?
Yeah. So I had me a pretty good time, man.
And them niggas giving out prizes?
Word, that's some fly shit, right?
They do that shit like for all they holidays and shit. They do it for like Christmas and Thanksgiving. Like her aunt be having prizes and stuff. So yeah, man, I got me actually like a gift card to Chick-fil-A for 2 free meals.
That's what's up, bro.
That's lit.
Yeah, man.
Niggas ain't winning no gift cards at the family function,
Nope.
bro.
Yeah, man.
I need to get invited. If Max Kellerman is getting invited to cookouts, I need to be pulling up, please.
Good one. Drew, how was it Thanksgiving, bro?
Man, it was cool, man. Everything was everything, man. Just want to say, rest in peace, my boy Luis. He died on Thanksgiving or whatever. But then my boy Drew on Monday. But yeah, man. Other than hearing about that news, man, everything was everything, man. Everything was love.
Right, man. Sorry for your loss too, bro.
Yeah, man.
For real, man.
Big ups to everybody, though.
But yeah, man.
Sir.
Man, my Thanksgiving was cool, man. Everything was good. I was hyped because I thought I was gonna be able to get me one of them cheap 50-inch TVs at Walmart.
Hey, yo, why y'all get TVs every year?
I don't get TVs every year. This is gonna be like my first major TV purchase in a while.
But I know it's like niggas who committed to getting a TV every year.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. I don't think a TV should be burned out on you every year.
No.
I mean, unless you upgrading your TVs, but
Nigga, my feelings was hurt when my TV burnt out on a few months back. I got that TV in 2014.
that was a dependable TV too.
Yeah, that was a 4K TV too. That was when that shit was brand new. And that shit burnt out on me, nigga. My feelings was hurt. I'm like, a TV supposed to last way longer than that.
Niggas get to Walmart. I went to Walmart and I had somebody go to another one for me. How, man? I think these people really be having 4 TVs in these stores when they say, "Yo, we got this 55-inch for 150 or 160 or some shit like that."
Then they be going when you get there.
Them shits was never there, probably, man. I'm convinced some TVs was never there, bro. You had me sitting in line. I think that's what it is. They give you these vouchers, make you sit in line, and they made the line. They got all these cheaper appliances on these rows, so you be like, damn, let me get this too. And then when you get up to the front, you don't got no fucking TVs. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just buy these damn appliances that would equal out to the TV. I saw it. I saw that happen. So yeah.
Yo, who got the worst brand of TVs? Because I'm out there. I kind of feel like Hisense is up there.
I haven't heard nothing good about Hisense.
I actually got one. That's the one I had got when my TV had burnt out. I caught that bitch on the sale.
Right.
I got it for $2 something. But that should be acting. It don't be acting funny, but it's certain apps work funny on that one versus the one I have in my living room. You know what I'm saying? Like the YouTube, that should be acting finicky on that one versus the other ones.
Yeah, man, certain TVs can't handle these apps that they putting on new systems now. You gotta, I don't know, man. I guess you gotta do a little research on them, but I mean, me personally, I haven't heard nothing good or bad about Hot Sense, so I can't really, you know. But at the same time, like, it's like brands pop up with TVs every day. So it's like, who you gonna trust with these TVs now? Like, it seems like everybody making
Sony,
TV.
LG.
Yeah, Sony, LG, Samsung, but them niggas be taxing, dog. So it's like, you know,
I think that's why a lot of people they catch them on the sale.
yeah, they
like,
catch them on sale.
Like
yeah.
Sony got some good TV. I never heard nothing bad about Sony, but I never had a Sony TV, but I hear nothing but good things about them. So
Yeah, I ain't never heard nothing bad about them 3 brands. So
they don't even have Sharp no more, do they?
yeah, they got Sharp. Sharp still out here.
Sharp still make flash screens?
I wouldn't be surprised if they still do. I haven't heard of them going out of
The
business.
last Sharp TV I had, that bitch was big as fuck, had the big back,
Yeah, the big back TV.
and I had to carry that shit out my room. That shit at least took me 30, 45 minutes.
We ain't doing the big backs no more, man.
No, them days is over with.
The game don't even look right on them shits.
Dog, you know what's so crazy? I was watching Even Stevens, and they had the episode where Lewis had to babysit his homie nephew, but he wanted to go over there because they had the big TV and shit. Guess what kind of TV it was?
What?
It was that Sharp. You gotta figure at the time they was like, oh man, they got this. I forgot what size he said with Dolby sound and da da da. So when they zoomed in on the TV, the big ass block TV, I'm like, man, had times that changed.
Them shits had the hood going crazy when them shits first dropped. Them big ass TVs.
Yeah, that shit was heavy as fuck.
It was like the speaker and then it was a big ass screen. Yeah, I remember that shit. She used to roll on the floor and shit. But
You still eating Thanksgiving leftovers?
Nah.
Oh, okay, because today's Sunday.
Hang it up, man. I definitely ain't trying to smell nobody leftovers in the break room. Hang that shit up.
Oh, you definitely gonna smell them.
That shit's over with. Drew, how do you still eating Thanksgiving food?
Nope.
Yeah, that's just over with, bro. Like,
Did y'all have the seafood Thanksgiving like y'all wanted?
nah, I didn't. I had some banging ass seafood stuff in them, but I ain't had the complete seafood like Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I just made a whole salmon, the head on, and yeah, that shit was fire. That's about all the seafood I made though.
With the head on, bro?
Yeah.
You on your fresh out the water wave like that?
Right, boy. Yeah, that shit was smack too.
When you did, we throw it on the grill. Did you smoked it out or something?
Nah, I used the oven,
Right.
but just laid bell peppers, onions, all that shit on the pan first thing. Split the salmon down. You can fillet it if you want, or you can leave the bone in. Personally, I keep the bone in, keep that flavor in it, and you just let it cook slowly on all that shit, and then lemon juice it. Put the same thing, onions and all that on top of it. Just cover it up. I covered it twice just to make sure that all the heat staying inside of it.
Yeah.
So.
That got the little flavor in it too. See, they don't know about that, man. They don't know. They
I don't know
about
nothing about that.
They don't know about that double seal, man. They don't know
Yes,
nothing about that, man.
But yeah, it turns out real good. Man.
That's what's up, man. We gotta do us a larger all seafood Thanksgiving next year, man.
For real.
Yeah.
Shit, we could do that anytime. I'm down. Anytime, I'm down.
All right.
Mike, you fucking with it?
Mike is an anti-seafood nigga that lives in Charleston, dog. That's
with no seafood allergy.
That's crazy, dog. Like, it's niggas who got seafood allergies that be dying to eat seafood.
100%.
Nah, dog, I can't fuck with that shit, man. It's just not good. Speaking of food, before we get off food real quick, you see Waffle House getting slandered on the TL this morning?
What happened?
So some girl had some tweet that went viral off of IHOP talking about, oh, you can't afford me. You got to be spending $300 at IHOP. Some crazy shit. So people was like,
$300 at IHOP?
Yeah. Some crazy shit. So people was like,
What
are you getting at IHOP for like $300? So they bring Waffle House into it. And what's old girl on the TL? We always we follow on the TL. Ivory. Ivory was like basically slandering Waffle House. So Kyle has said, what Kyle has said? I was like, no, she was like, y'all be eating Waffle House unsober.
You eat Waffle House
So
sober?
I was like, you eating IHOP in any state is no, she was like, y'all eating Waffle House unsober is unbelievable. And I was like, you eating IHOP in any state is unbelievable. So then everybody was like,
Hey man, I have pancakes go off, bro. Like,
No, they don't.
yes, they do.
And they eggs is trash. Let me see what Kyle said.
The eggs is dumb trash though.
Kyle said, "IHOP use pigeon eggs."
Bingo. The flies don't even be wanting IHOP food. That's telling. That's
No, you gotta. You know what's crazy though? Somebody told me you gotta ask for actual shell eggs because
you gotta. What type? That says enough.
Like what?
If I gotta go into a restaurant and ask for a particular egg, you trash.
What is the the original egg that they're using though?
I know it's trash. That's all I
that
know.
I
But
gotta
Kyle cleaned it up for us. So shout out to Kyle.
Shout out Ivory too. Shout out to the young lady who want niggas to drop 300 bean in IHOP. I don't know what he buying, but IHOP sell wine and champagne now or something.
I don't know, bro.
They got bottles of PJ.
She said, "Here's a tweet. She said your pussy is online for $750. Baby girl takes $300 to take me out to eat at IHOP. We are not the same."
It take $300 to take me out to eat at IHOP. Man, the most your meal gonna cost for both of y'all might be $30.
Yeah,
it might be $30.
might be. I ain't never spent no more than $30 at IHOP.
If you spend more than $30 at IHOP, you're wilding. Like for real.
Especially all them deals they be having and shit.
Yeah,
but
like
I don't see how y'all eat they pancakes because the shit big for no reason. It's big with no taste.
Oh, you tripping, bro? Them pancakes go off, bro.
Nah, they really don't.
They do way more than Waffle House.
I shit on Shoney's, and Shoney's pancakes is better.
Nah, not better than IHOP
That
pancakes.
waffle is slap. I don't know what you talking about, Mel. But Waffle House waffle is fire.
IHOP pancakes go harder than Waffle House waffle, bro.
Okay. And they just brought back the blueberry waffle.
See,
Them shit not even crispy. Like them the soggy waffles, bro. Like why y'all doing that? Like we're not doing this today, guys. Like, come on, bro. They give y'all soggy waffles, bro.
no, they do not.
No.
That's
they
a
don't.
soggy waffle. That's
If you
not.
get- if you get it to-
it's not a crisp waffle
If
at
you
all.
get it to go, it's
Yeah.
gonna be soggy.
Yeah, but
You
you gotta
eat
take
it
the
there,
lid
it's still
off.
gonna
No,
be
it's not.
soggy, bro. Like it's come out soggy.
I don't know what Waffle
Let's
House
go to
is
Waffle
doing.
House after this. After we record this, guys, we can eat it. We can eat right there on the little thing, and they'll pull that damn waffle off that iron. That shit come off soggy.
There's no way. No way. I've never had a soggy waffle sitting down at Waffle House. Never.
Facts.
What?
They
Never.
cheese
I don't
egg
know.
is
I don't
elite.
know what they do in Canada at them Waffle House, but the one down here,
It's
there's
not even the one in
never-
Canada. It's not even one in Canada. Every Waffle House is A1.
I can't disagree with that.
I'm not disagreeing. I fuck with Waffle House now, but we like the waffles is trash, bro. Like I only eat them shit when I'm blitzed. Like them shits is
That's a lie. That's a lie. We've been to Waffle House after work plenty times, especially after we left the gym.
All right,
You wasn't blitzed then.
this
This is why I be talking about niggas. Niggas be getting leisure. You definitely had an all-star breakfast after we went to the gym, my nigga.
bro. That's a long time ago, bro. Like
And that shit been slapped too.
niggas not. I don't even. Nah, I'll eat Waffle House. Like,
Oh, you
if
too
I'm-
cool now. You too
No, I'm not
cool.
saying I'm
You
too cool. I just had Waffle House the other day, but I'm just saying like the waffle in particular, that shit's soggy, bro. Like, come on, man.
All right, man. But
If they-
eat, like Kyle said, you can eat your IHOP however you want, but don't try to bring down Waffle House in this shit. That's not how that to try to boost that argument. That's a trash way to do that.
Hey man, I ain't got
Shit on another restaurant.
Yeah, I ain't got no beef with Waffle House, but like
There's plenty of other trash breakfast places.
what? Who else
Shoney's.
that? Shoney's really trash?
Yes.
Drew, Shoney's trash, bro.
Whoa, hell no. Who said this?
Okay.
Hey, but this distinguished brother over here, he said
wild.
he says Shoney is trash,
That's
bro.
wild.
They pancakes is trash.
I've never.
You
I
say
go for
they
the-
pancakes better than IHOP though.
I've had
Yeah.
good pancakes at Shoney's. I've had amazing cinnamon.
They waffles way better than Waffle House waffles.
What
Okay.
is the cinnamon? The
They
little.
Belgian waffles, them shit go crazy.
Nigga, you gotta get up and make your own waffle at fucking Shoney's.
Well, shit, it's the same machine Waffle House uses.
No,
and
it's
better.
not. It's different.
And it's
no,
better.
it's different. No, it's different. It's different.
Like,
That shit is different. It's different.
It's the same
It's
old
the
flip
shit.
machine,
They
man.
got
That's
the waffle.
same.
They got the waffle maker that they use inside the hotels.
Yeah, that's what
With that
Waffle House
trash
got.
with that trash ass
It's
pancake
the same
batter.
one Waffle House used. The same
The
flip-
express breakfast they be having at hotels with that waffle mix. That shit trash. That's the one they use at Shoney's.
That's the same machine Waffle House used,
No,
bro.
it's not.
It's the same thing, bro.
No, it's not. There's a circular.
Waffle House want a circular too. It's the same machine.
It's not the exact same machine, and they have less holes in it. The ones at the hotel, they have way less. I'm telling you, the pancake batter is different. I know, bro.
The batter, I'm not talking about the batter. I'm talking about the machine, period. It's the same machine, bro.
The shit is
it
trash.
do the same shit. It flips.
So you telling me the waffle at the hotels be good?
It depends on which hotel you at.
All them shit trash.
Nah, it depends now. Some of them shit make Belgian waffles. Them shit be fire, bro.
And if you
So,
make it
alright, so,
yourself,
like-
you can leave it in a little longer.
Yeah,
Make sure
yeah,
you
that's what I'm
get that
saying.
shit
You get
golden,
a crispy, you get the crispy,
yes,
you get the crispy waffle, bro.
Like Embassy Suites, they breakfast be slapping, but I never get a waffle from there. I get pancakes all day from there. I never get a waffle from there because all of them use the same generic. I don't know what it is. With these hotels, they be using that same generic shit.
Hey man,
That's all I'm saying on that. I know we had to get a little drawn out, but you know,
No, it's all
I had to
good.
defend. I had to defend Waffle House.
I ain't got no beef with waffle. I'm just saying like the waffle, like it ain't really hitting on that.
Everything
man.
else hitting though.
So why we talking about waffle ass niggas, man? Let's get on to Goldlink, man. So this nigga Goldlink, you know, he decides.
That's your man's.
Nah, it's not my man's. You don't go against the Mac. This burger ass nigga Goldlink decides to get on his IG, and you know he wants to you know give he writes out this long thing for a long message for Mac Miller, basically accusing him of stealing work and you know ducking him after the fact, and you know basically shouting him out and still throwing him, kicking him, you know, at the same time, and like you know. The shit backfired on this nigga, man. So
Yeah,
it's
comments is limited now.
yeah, comments limited
I don't
now.
see no comments under the post. It just say comments limited.
Oh, he on his Drake shit.
I guess so.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, this nigga hiding he running from the smoke. No,
So comments on this post have it limited. You can't see no.
like you know the only reason why look at that bullshit. The only reason why I even read that shit is because like I saw the picture of Mac and I was like, what are you talking about with Mac, man? So this nigga was
This was some true narcissistic ass post, bro.
So the nigga was like, yo, well I can't I don't know if
So I'll read it for the audience. So this is Goldlinks message to Mac Miller. He said, "I'd be lying if I said I was surprised to hear that you died on us. Not because you were necessarily troubled, but because you were special, and because of that, you were troubled. At your peak, you were archetypal rapper, if I'm saying that right.
Oh, what?
It should say ARCHETYPAL. Whatever. Rapper all of us wanted to be, which was independent, but also just a kid with really bright eyes about life. I'll keep it short because I want to continue our conversation for when it was my time to go. But I think what made you and I special is that we weren't always on the best terms. This was shit get crazy. So I didn't always have the great things to say about you. When we were on Good AM tour, I played you my album. And after that, we didn't talk. And you thought it was absolutely incredible. I released it under the Soul Selection label, and the single for my album was called Unique featuring Anderson .Paak, and that was your favorite song at the time. You loved it so much that you made the entire tour party listen to it. It surprised me with a cake after my set. I always thought you drove yourself insane about your music so much that you would adopt styles as homage to those around you that loved. That's where our problem started. Divine Feminine was an actual blueprint, and after that, we didn't talk. He put that in quotation marks. Your single was called Dang, featuring Anderson .Paak. You had Soul Selection support you on the Divine Feminine tour, and when I tried to contact you about anything at all, you never hit me. A close mutual friend ended up just hitting my DJ saying, "Listen, man, we love Link, but we just had to do what we had to do." And Max said if he needs a verse at any time, he got him. We are family. You could always call me. Afterwards, we seen each other at Coachella, and you put your head down like an innocent child. But I told you to pick it up, and I hugged you like the brother you are to me. You were the first person brave enough to openly say he's dope and gave me a platform. That meant more to me than anything else. 3 days before you died, I remember pulling up to you at your crib, walking in your house and seeing the Divine Feminine album plaque on the wall. I was so proud of you and what you created for yourself, and I am forever grateful for that.
Man, get this nigga out of here, man. This is what happens when you give burgers phones, man.
No, when you give them any type of recognition or
yeah,
platform,
man. Like, come on, bro. Like, you supposed to be Wayne Perry's family, bro. You supposed to be a descendant
this
of.
nigga actually posted the cake.
Like, get this nigga out of here, man. You supposed to be the bloodline of the infamous Wayne Perry,
And
man.
it's a pack went in on his ass too.
Well deserved too.
Yeah.
Well deserved. Like, get your clown ass on somewhere, man. Like, come on, bro. Like, I would say this if this anybody listening to this, y'all know that I'm a big Mac Miller fan, but I would say this as anybody, bro. Like, if someone's not here to address what you're saying about them anymore, yeah, he's entitled to feel how he wants to feel, but to pick your phone up and type some weirdo shit like that, like, you're out of pocket,
Yeah,
bro.
Anderson Paak automatically came out the gates. I would imagine your weird ass posted up somewhere just like this when you decide to make that disrespectful, narcissistic ass, jealously, grossly unnecessary post.
Like, come on, bro. Oh, so niggas went in. Oh, so this shit spiraled out of control. So it went from niggas not knowing that Goldlink was even on the crew song to it went to a certain side of Black Twitter trying to make it seem like Goldlink was this musical prodigy that made way better music than Mac Miller, which was something that was never about this.
They say Goldlink made better music.
Yeah,
than Mac?
that's what niggas was trying to say. Now they was trying to die on that hill, and for one, like, we're not even about to do that. Like, it was not even about that to begin with. But if y'all want to deep dive on this, like, it's not even a comparison. It's really not. Like, this nigga Goldlink make music. They play a gap. Like, we're not even about to do this shit, bruh. This nigga make Old Navy music. We're not doing this type of shit here today. But it's not even about that. It wasn't even about that. It was about this nigga making this weirdo ass post. That's all it was about. Like, we're not comparing artistry here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit, it got corny. It just got corny. It spiraled into some corny shit. So
I'll just defer to you on this one because I really didn't listen too much of both of them. The only reason why I started listening to Goldlink because of Crew. So I listened to a couple of his albums. They're pretty good, but it's not something I keep in rotation.
it's really not. It's really not. It's like
I even told you. I said the only reason why I listen to Crew is because of Brent. Brent made that song.
Exactly.
When I said made the song, I mean made it what it was, how
like
hot
Goldlink,
it was.
you want the nigga that laid the
hook made that
the
song.
hook in the Shy Glizzy verse. Nigga, you're the one that's scat packing on the fucking song. Get the fuck on somewhere,
Yeah, the beat
bro.
and Brent made that song.
Yeah, like, come on, bro. Like, get the fuck on somewhere, man.
It was crazy because people didn't even know. That was another thing. People didn't even know that was they was thinking that that was actually Link on the song, but it wasn't. It was Brent. So you basically saying like you don't even get recognition for that
nigga,
because
like,
that's not even you.
Yeah, we
that
thought you
people
was a
care about
singing
on the
nigga.
song.
It's really Brent Fayez. He's actually better. Like, come on, man.
Shout out to Brent too. He be putting out some fire
Yeah,
shit.
he do.
But I was like, this nigga can't be serious, bro. Like, why niggas don't make posts like that for niggas when they alive, man?
Because
I respect it more.
They not really with this shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I can say. If you like if you felt this way about this man, why did you even go back to his house in the first place? You know what I'm saying? Why would you still cordial with this man if you had this type of shit on your chest about this man? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you know what I'm saying? That post coming from it's coming from another place, bro. Just like Anderson said, like, you on some weirdo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this man not here to address that, bro. I say this if it was anybody, like me not even being a fan of, like, if that man not here, you know, to address it or, you know, personally pull up on you and talk about it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is, you know,
Dead it.
just dead it. You know what I'm
Man
saying?
dead.
Like, you're entitled to feel how you feel, but it just get weird when niggas pick up their phones and do this type of shit, bro. Like, and another thing, just like how, like, Whack 100 going on this media tour to try to throw dirt on Nip name not being a legend, that's not even your place to.
What is he exactly saying?
He's basically saying Nip niggas only gave him that a legend tag due to how he died. It wasn't because of the work that he actually did. And
You talking music wise, or you talking overall?
Music wise, overall, like he wasn't a legend, like a musical legend.
I think in his hood, he was already a legend when he was alive.
He was already
in his hood,
a legend.
he was.
He was already a legend to his hood, to the West Coast, and to niggas who's actually fans of this man. He
already had too much impact on the community before he died.
Exactly. Then he's basically saying how, you know, how he allegedly never been on international tour. My nigga Nip was on international tour 2012, independent. Him and Don Kennedy, they was over France, Germany, like they've been doing international shows.
What does that have to do with anything?
That's what I'm saying. Like
I wonder how Game feels about that, being that he
that's a good question, because Game's supposed to be
like
so tight,
brother.
but your manager is going around slandering this man's name. Like,
yeah, I wonder how
you know what I'm saying. That. So it's like this. This is just a lot of weirdo shit going on, and this nigga's like 45. Like what are you doing, bro? Like
this is a typical clout chasing move.
I don't
Very
know.
distasteful.
Like, yeah, this shit it's just corny, man. Like, it really is, man. So that's just what's going on with these old ass niggas like doing.
How old is Goldlink?
Goldlink probably like, I want to say right at 30, 28, 29 probably.
We about the same age?
Yeah, I would say you around that age. But let's move forward, man. So Omarion and Bow Wow announced the Face Off tour. They're gonna bring the Yin Yang Twins. They got Soulja Boy, Big Draco coming back on tour. Who else, man? It was a few other, like, you know, 2000 acts. Sammy. Is Mario on the tour?
No, Sammy, Yin Yang, Bow Wow, of course. Some other people I actually have to look up. I'm giving this man applause, because that's how you do it, man.
And he I think other members of B2K eating, and just this Fizzo nigga is not eating. No, J Boog is he's a booking agent on some of these dates, so he's still getting a little check out of it.
So it's Yin Yang, Lloyd, Sammy, Pretty Ricky, Soulja Boy. There you go.
Hey, I'd go for Pretty Ricky.
Shout out to Omarion, man.
Yeah, shout out to
and for doing it on that man's birthday. King shit.
Oh, that was his birthday. Hey, man, this chestnut checkers, man. Like, you.
Shout out to Omarion, man. He's been handling this shit. I was so proud of this nigga, man, when he first initially didn't give into it, because I was like, man, I hope this nigga don't give into this shit. Because that's what birds want, man. They want reactions.
Yeah, man, and these lame-ass niggas be trying to, you know, reheat your leftovers thinking it's the golden chalice. Now you finna be sitting home with no show money.
I will say, though, I would have felt some type of way if he would have went on tour with them niggas.
You would have felt some type of way?
Yeah, I would have felt some type of way.
I pretty much knew that was dead after that. Like, after he did that, like, there's no way
because
in hell.
he was on the path of, you know, not addressing it, you know, everything is love and da-da-da. But at the same time, too, there is room to address the bullshit without addressing the bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, no, we not going on no tours. We ain't doing none of that. You stay over there. You do your thing. Like, it's so, but you not about to get no money with me.
Yeah.
No, that's
and niggas
dead.
not even coming for you. They always came for me, nigga.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, he got enough on his own to do his own, to headline his own tour. So
that's what I'm saying. So it's like, you're dead, nigga. Like, go back to Love and Hip Hop, whatever episode you on, bitch. You're dead.
that's when niggas know what time it is when they get back on Love and Hip Hop, man.
Speaking of Love and Hip Hop, man. So the new New York season's coming back, and I saw Chrissy's coming back. Of course, Tahiri's coming back. Of course, Joe's coming back. How you feel about this new New York season, man? That's about to pop off.
I haven't watched Love and Hip Hop New York since the first season. So I can't really give no input on it. I catch trailers and passing.
Yeah, like I'm saying, we've talked about it before. Like, as far
all
as
of
like,
this shit is typical.
Like Joe coming back and shit like that. How you feel about that?
All of this shit is typical. I never believed in the Sin and Joe breakup. Never believed in it. I think it's all fake. I still think it's fake.
How do you feel about, like, you know, these people doing these things for, like, basically a storyline, but it's still, like, can kind of carrying it out in real life? Because Joe don't be with Sin in, like, real life. Is it like
take what comes with it? And when I say take what comes with it, takes the slander and all the opinions on your life that comes with it, because you choose to put this shit on record.
And, like, he's been vocal about, like, you know, not going back on, and now all of a sudden you're back on and you're doing all of the shit that you said you wouldn't do. Like,
he was pro, like, you know, I wouldn't do this X, Y, and Z, but
you're doing X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, you're doing X, Y, and Z, and I'm cool with that. To each his own. You know, if you want to do Love and Hip Hop, do that, but take what comes with it.
if you choose to put your personal life on display, you have to take what comes with that. Don't react to nobody who have an opinion on your life.
I will say this though, he ain't on there looking crazy though. The only thing is, this storyline is just he ain't been chopping his gal. That was the storyline. Like Sin wanted more sex. Joe's playing the old nigga card. Like I'm tired. I work.
That's what that season was about.
Yeah, that was their storyline. Like that basically was their storyline. Like they wasn't having enough sex. So like that was just like their main thing, and now we at with it. They not together.
It's niggas who have that problem every day.
But I mean, I guess that's how Joe negotiated. Like, y'all not about to have me because he was getting in fights and shit on him before. Like him and Consequence got into a fight.
I remember that.
Yeah, like that shit was hilarious. Like this nigga Joe got snuffed backstage at the.
I remember that
at the reunion show and shit. Like the nigga Joe was looking kind of crazy on there at one point. So I'm guessing Joe was like if I come back on here, but I'm not gonna be doing X, Y, and Z. But at the same time, you open up the doors for the whole new X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying?
But like I said, I never believed in none of that shit, man. They posted a picture with Erica and Safari talking about, when you come together. I'm like, come on, man. All that shit.
Come together to beat Thanos, nigga. Who y'all talking about?
I would just respect that somebody be real about it. Just be like, yo, I'm doing the shit for the money. I'd be like, okay.
I mean, they're trying to be passive aggressive, like in how they like address it, but nigga, just say what it is, because all of this whole like trying to make it look cool shit.
No,
like,
you can't make it look cool.
You can't make it look cool. Just say what it is.
Yeah, just say what it is and keep it
like,
pushing.
You know what I'm saying? Like we know that y'all there for the check, but at the same time, that this whole like, we come together to do this and like, nah, nigga, like,
yo, how do we view Mona Scott? I ain't gonna say we. How do you view Mona Scott? If this was a white person doing this.
See, this is the thing, man. With Mona Scott is like, do we blame Mona Scott or do we blame the people that keep coming on these shows?
I blame Mona Scott.
How? Why do you blame?
She's the creator.
She's the creator, but at the same time, it's like,
she creates the storyline. She creates the situations. She sets it all
up.
But
she does. But at the same time, it's not like she's like bringing these niggas in and like showing them like blackmail photos. Like, yeah, bitch, sign this contract or I'm going to release these. Like, it's not like she's dangling like $1 million in front of them like a carrot on the stick.
She's still creating. Is there Love and Hip Hop without her? No. So she's the head,
right?
So she holds most of the weight.
All right, but
I don't take. I get what you're saying.
I'm just playing devil's advocate because it's like, all right.
They do choose to be on the show.
That's what I'm saying. They choose to do this.
She's still ahead though,
because she created this whole
bingo.
Thing. I mean, and I'm not arguing that neither. But you get what I'm saying? It's like, all right. The show been on since what, 2009?
10, 11, something like that.
Yeah, so we coming on 10 years of this shit. So
it'd be nasty if they have a 10-year anniversary of Love and Hip Hop. That'd be nasty.
Oh, that's coming,
to
nigga.
Celebrate that shit. That'd be nasty.
What do you mean? That's coming. Like, come on,
That'd
bro.
be so nasty.
We know that's coming. So would you watch that?
No.
Mike, you gotta watch that.
No, I wouldn't watch it.
Mike, Twitter would be live that night. We gotta watch that.
Don't talk about that. You don't even see me talk about it on the TL.
I don't watch it, but I'm gonna watch it. I watch the 10-year like season or the 10-year like reunion type shit. I watch that.
I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of that type of content.
Nah, me neither. But I would watch that though. I just would want to see.
I know some people. Yeah, you do it for entertainment purposes.
Yeah, I would want to see like exactly what the fuck. How would they make this like relevant content? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel you, but I'm good.
Yeah,
yeah, I'm good on that.
But yeah, a 10-year reunion show for Love and Hip Hop, that would be wildly nasty, bro. They might as well just give the nasty award out. Like Joe should just bring the nasty awards.
Yeah, so and I think he was the original one who did it. So
yeah, he was on the original season. It was him and Tahiri. They had like one of the first storylines. Mm-hmm. It was him and Tahiri, Joe and Chrissy. Jim and Chrissy.
You gotta think Joe was at a different place at that time. So for him to still be doing it was kind of like, it's funny to me. Because he wasn't getting the money that he getting now to be still doing it.
Do you think he's doing it strictly like just off the strength of Sin?
No,
like
he's doing it for money.
So he just trying to get whatever bag.
And reason why, because he's spoken
multiple times about multiple streams of income. These are his words. I'm just going off of what his words. He's been frequently talking about to get to an X amount of dollars, you have to have X amount of incomes. So I'm looking at this as one of those X incomes.
Oh, so that's how he try to justify it.
That's what I would assume.
Because that's what niggas do. Like they'll try to say some old like some slick woke shit to try to justify whatever. They'll try to slide the bullshit in with the justification. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh well, you know.
If you watch his pull-ups, throughout most of his pull-ups, he's always asking the guests about how they handle their taxes and their incomes and their multiple streams of incomes and how they pay that. So Joe has been very vocal about his streams of income on his interviews and on his platforms. So I'm assuming that could be his only reason for continuing to do this, because he said out his own mouth that, well, I spoken to my accountant and they said to have this dollar amount, I have to have this X amount of streams of income. So
that's where Mona Scott comes into play.
That's where Mona Scott comes into play. So I'm figuring these are one of those. Like I said, do what you do your thing.
Oh, the nigga was on. Wasn't he on relationship boot camp or some shit like that?
I heard about some shit like that.
No, he was on there. He was on there with what's the Garcia chick? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was on there with her. Yeah.
I mean, reality TV has. I mean, you gotta. Flavor Flav jump started all of this.
Do you ever see yourself being on any reality TV?
No.
Drew, would you ever hop on like the reality TV wave? Like say like we had like a Charleston, like niggas came to Charleston,
like a Real World Charleston or some shit.
Like a Real World Charleston or a Love and Hip Hop Charleston. Like would you hop on?
Yeah, I couldn't do it because it wouldn't be authentic.
Yeah, it wouldn't be at all. I already know they wouldn't let me be myself. So
yourself is why you're on the show though. Your personality is why you would be on the show.
But but you know how like when we record our podcast and there's no edits, there's no bullshit. We don't have we don't do nothing to try to spike our views. You see what I'm saying? Like we don't go in there to try to add or come up with no crazy ass. Oh, let's do this for the week and let's have a fake beef and da 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 shit like.
I'm gonna throw this drink in your face.
Yeah,
while you're talking to me about something.
Yeah, we don't do shit like that. So I already know when to be authentic, because in order to get views, you have to have some type of drama. That's just what comes with reality TV. I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying that's the game. So no, I wouldn't be a part of that.
Nope, not at all.
You would do it? I ain't judging you if you would.
I'm not gonna lie though. If I had a fire storyline, I might do it. Like not on no Joe type shit or no Stevie J type shit. If I had like a good storyline, I'd do it though. Like I can't be looking crazy.
Yeah, you can't. You're a father out here. You can't be out here.
Yeah, I can't be looking crazy.
But how do you know? That's my question. So how do you know they wouldn't have you looking crazy? How do you know that?
You would kind of see where the shit going at just based off like I sat down with Mona Scott. She was like, "Yo, like, all right, so, I'm trying to think of an example. Like, what would be like a storyline where you not looking crazy? Like,
you really can't think of one. It would have to be interesting for you to maintain on the show.
It would have to be like a love triangle.
You would have to be on some drama. You have some type of drama.
But see, the thing is, like it would have to be like on some shit where I kind of dictate the the wave. So I wouldn't really be in the drama. It would be the participants, with me.
Right,
that
so you said some type of love triangle, right?
Right.
You would have a Peter Gunn situation.
Nah, I'm not gonna go.
I'm trying to tell you what it would be, bro. It would be Peter Gunn.
It
would be Joe Budden, or it would be like anybody else who have a love triangle. It would end up to a point where you're gonna have probably females fighting over you. You're caught up. You're gonna be down here at give me a club name, quick.
Lemoore.
All right, so you be at Lemoore chilling with a chick, and she pop up. Hey Mo, what the fuck is this? Oh, who's this bitch? Da 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 da. Oh, and you acting all surprised like. To me, that shit is not authentic.
Mona Scott had Peter Gunn on TV barefoot with dirty feet, bro. Man, this nigga looking crazy, dog.
Yeah. It's the sound effects that kill it for me too, because like when somebody drops a bomb on somebody, like they had that crazy ass sound effect. It's like you didn't know that shit was coming.
That music be switching up crazy.
Yeah, like I'm like, All right, man.
Suspense. Man, listen, man. Hey, man. I'm gonna say this though. Y'all niggas see me on VH1, loving hip hop Charleston. The TL going dumb crazy that night. That's all I can say, man.
I feel you.
So let's move forward, man. New York Times article recently released an article basically saying Drake did they say that Drake created the singing rap like wave, or are they saying like he's the main one?
So they said, well, basically everybody like
Everybody today does it.
So the title was "Rappers Are Singers Now," thanks to Drake. He finally rewrote the rules of entry for what is meant to be a rapper in 2010s, and the scene everyone followed. So I'm basically like,
based on the 2010s.
Yeah, I'm gonna read a couple of paragraphs. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. At the end of '09, the most popular song in the country was "Empire State of Mind," which is pretty accurate. The hoary, inflated, thudding collaboration between Jay-Z and Alicia Keys were perhaps the final evolutionary form, a merely an edgeless arena ballad of the rapper-singer collaborations that over the prior 2 years, decades, had come to dominate hip-hop and increasingly pop. By that point, the formula, a rapper brings narrative and a singer brings pathos, joy, or sensuality, was still largely unquestioned, but in truth, songs like this had become rote and unimaginative. Drake So Far Gone mixtape released in '09 marketed the arrival of a new path, singing and rapping as singing and rapping, all woven together into holistic whole. Drake exploded the notion that those component parts had to be delivered by two different people, and also deconstructed what was expected from each of them. So I'm gonna scroll down to.
So they basically saying like for the 2010s, Drake ushered in the singing rap wave.
Okay, so this is where this is how I feel like people didn't read the article, because it was automatically backlash on the TL when the shit first came out. So they said to say Drake upended those conventions isn't nearly strong enough. He fundamentally rewrote the rules of what it's meant to be a rapper in 2010s. Before him, Kanye West and Lil Wayne had fiddled around with melodic rapping. T-Pain too, of course. But Drake made it a whole worldwide view, and by the time of his debut album, Thank Me Later, he quickly became the most popular figure in the genre.
I wouldn't argue that for the 2010s.
So when people saw the headline that said, I'm going to read the headline again. Said, rappers are singers now thanks to Drake. Everybody automatically came out with their think pieces, their rebuttal articles, saying, oh, what about T-Pain? What about Lauryn Hill? What about this? And the article addressed some of those same people that they were talking about.
Did they talk about Nate Dogg?
Nah, they didn't bring up Nate Dogg. You talking about the article or?
Yeah, the article.
No. But basically was just saying that he just made it popular. He never said that he invented it. And I think the responses that people was having, like they even had like some major people like some notable writers like within the culture, like some older artists, like he was like, every time they come out with this, we gotta educate y'all on. And then that's when they started talking about who did what first, and it wasn't about who did it first. It was about who did it better, and who popularized it. Yeah, that's basically what it was.
I wouldn't argue that. I wouldn't argue that at all, honestly.
I was surprised they didn't mention
Ja
Rule.
Rule. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like but the article said for the 2010s, right?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I wouldn't argue that as far as making it popular. Nah, I wouldn't argue that. That's all I can really say. Like I wouldn't argue that at all. Plus, see, that's because let me see. Because listening to Comeback Season and then listening to,
I thought it was different. Like we heard it before, but it was different.
Was he really? I thought he was really just rapping on Comeback Season.
He was more so rapping on Comeback Season. He had a couple of tracks like Replacement Girl, where he was kind of like,
that's more Trey Songz. It was more
Trey Songz. He had a couple of melodies in there, but it was more so Trey Songz.
Yeah, it was more so Trey.
But Comeback Season was more so that. But then you had like Room for Improvement. He did a little bit more singing on that.
Then like that Heartbreak Drake and all that shit came out.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I wouldn't argue that as far as making it like a popular like.
But they took it. They took it, the title, and automatically made it like, okay, yeah, well, this nigga invented it, and that's not what the article was stating.
Right.
And they received a lot of backlash for the article, so, it is what it is. I just found that funny and interesting. I was like, you really can't argue that take, because you got to look at now and shit. I mean, even, like you said, even 09 and 08, we even started hearing that, like you said, with T-Pain. Like, T-Pain was
T-Pain
doing...
came out with 06, like 05, 06.
Yeah.
So, I wouldn't really argue that.
You remember when they thought Future had took T-Pain's style? You remember that?
When you brought up the whole Jay-Z thing, I think it was the auto-tune. It was the auto-tune thing. When you brought up the whole auto-tune thing, like that's an interesting time, because basically when Hove dropped the death to auto-tune shit, right? Like, it was basically like,
I think that was a low-key hating.
It was low-key. It was not even low-key. Like, I always thought it was hating, because I was like, bro, like, on a large scale, it was only T-Pain like killing with the auto-tune. Mm-hmm. So it's like, that was like a passive-aggressive way to say, I don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But for him to do that, and then right on the back end of you dropping Death of Auto-Tune, Future like take off, and Future his first like 4 projects, if he wasn't just
Wayne
rapping,
was even doing auto-tune.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like the auto-tune shit never left. So like for him to like go hard at T-Pain like that, like that never really sat well with me. Like, and cause like T-Pain never bothered nobody. Like that nigga just came in and was doing his
Everybody
own.
got their own ways of making music.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And his shit was hard. Like T-Pain
wasn't trash.
None of that shit was trash.
I heard some trash auto-tune shit.
But I never heard no trash T-Pain shit at all. Like, that nigga. And the thing about it is, like, he's so dope at doing the auto-tune shit because he can actually sing in real life. So it's like, that's just like something he can further express himself with. But I just thought that whole era was like, it was a strange era for me, because hearing the death of auto-tune shit, and it's like people were slowly trying to get on to that type of, anti-auto-tune. Like, we ain't fucking with that type of shit. But then Kanye dropped 808s and Heartbreak, and you're auto-tuned the whole album.
The biggest song on that shit was Heartless.
You're auto-tuned. That's a song where you're melody. You have auto-tune melodies. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole chorus auto-tune. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just felt like it was like some.
People say that album changed the sound of music, and I don't agree with that at all.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
He just used 808s more.
I remember people trying to give it that title. I was like,
that wasn't no generational change in the album.
Because it wasn't even no. I think Heartbreak was the only upbeat song on that project.
Nah, not really. Amazing. With Jeezy.
Amazing was on. Amazing was on 808. Yeah, that was. It was
with Jeezy.
Yeah, it was. But that shit didn't change like the whole like style of music. Like, cut that shit out. But yeah, I just like I was saying, I just thought that whole era was different. Like, I never got it. Like, what did T-Pain do to niggas?
It was fire. I tell you that.
Me and my dog going into seclusion like that, man. That wasn't right.
Nah, that was a fire ass time though. But I mean, like I said, like we definitely heard the singing with the rapping before. It was just like I just felt like he took it to another level. It was different. It wasn't, when I heard him do it, I didn't think of like Ja Rule, but I knew Ja Rule was doing that before. But more so, he had the features on it. He would do a little bit of singing, but it wasn't like he was. How can I put it? It was like Put It On Me, for example. Like, he had Lil Mo on there.
He would give you a fire chorus with him singing.
Yeah, he would give you a fire chorus with him singing.
But he would still rap on the song. But the chorus, he give you that R&B style chorus.
Yeah, definitely. Or he would have like I said, a female artist feature on it,
right.
Whether it be Lil Mo or
Ashanti
or something. Yeah, exactly. Like with Drake, it was songs where he would he would sing in the hook and he'd be rapping on the whole track.
Or he would just sing the whole fucking track.
Or sing the whole fucking track. So, and really at the time, I really didn't know how to gauge it, because it was like, damn, like this nigga singing, but
the shit is hard though.
It's like, I don't even think the nigga's a good singer. But
No, he's not. He's not.
he can sing though.
That's the thing. That's kind of like the underlying beauty of Drake singing. He's not a good singer, but the thing is like
it worked.
it worked. So he know that it worked, and he know that we know that it worked. So it's like
I think his voice is enough for him to pass with it.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
It's passable. Nobody's going around saying Drake is the best singer.
Yeah,
at all,
yeah,
period.
yeah. No,
like
no.
he just know he can hop in a booth and carry a slight note for the song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. Like nobody's giving Drake like top singer credentials at all.
No, But yeah, that was just funny to see all the reaction to that. I was like, man, y'all really didn't read that article at all. This shit said strictly 2010s too.
Yeah, like once I saw that, I was like, I mean, what we talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't argue that at all.
Nah, So that was that on that. That's I wanted to bring up on that. So yeah.
What else we got, man?
I wonder what the next decade gonna bring though.
The next decade is gonna be crazy. I think we're gonna get a lot of good shit this decade coming up. Who's gonna be like this new wave of rappers? Cause like we got,
I don't know. I was gonna ask you that.
no, I'm talking about like who's gonna be like the next Kendrick, Cole, Drake. Like who's gonna be them niggas? Because we got them niggas 08, 09.
I don't know.
So who's gonna be them? Cause
I don't know who would be like qualified.
that's what I'm saying. Like has anyone met those qualifications to carry on that? Because we, like you said, like we got
Like who's coming in like how around 08, 09 when we was coming in 2010s? Who's came out 2017, 18, 19 to like carry that torch into the 2020s?
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I ain't seen it. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I ain't seen it. Cause it's like, all right, it's all about how we was introduced to these niggas too. Cause it's all right. It's kind of like Drake came out of nowhere, kind of.
True indeed.
He kind of came out of nowhere. Like you had to kind of know about Drake to be on Drake. Like in 07.
You had been following that nigga on MySpace.
You had
or
to
some
been
shit.
following him on. Yes, I'm saying like you had to been on your internet savvy shit, and now the internet's in a completely different space now. So it's like
There's probably a lot of There's a lot of rappers I know for a fact I don't know about,
exactly.
especially now.
And I think I do a good job of like trying to stay in tune with like the new niggas, but the shit get hard after a while. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe that nigga's out there somewhere and he just hasn't been found yet.
So let me ask you this: so how you feel about what Tory Lanez said about how there's really like no diversity within rap music
As
right
far as
now?
like how niggas drop
like everybody sound the same and shit.
Yeah, I mean he partake in that shit too. At least he know what's going on. He knows what's going on. It take a nigga that I respect him saying that because he know that he partakes in it. That's how he know he can say that. You know what I'm saying? Like he do the same shit that he said in that statement. Talking about the same shit, like, it is what it is. Who's gonna be a nigga that push forward from that though? Or is there gonna be a nigga that push forward from it? What happens now? I mean, he started the conversation.
I don't know. Most of the conversations that I hear about most of the time is like certain rappers don't get rappers who like strictly rap like be on their rappity rap shit don't get the credit that they deserve. That's the most common theme that I see.
But
So,
when they say that, because we've talked about this before, like, but when they say that, what do they want to happen for these niggas? Like, what do they want? Do they want these niggas?
I think it's more of a radio thing.
But all right,
I think that's what it is.
That's kind of hypocritical because a lot of them niggas don't really care for radio. So it's like, do y'all want these niggas on the? And then when I say this, and then when they get on the radio and they start blowing up, like that same fan base will be like, oh well, they about to take off on us. They start switching up their music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it be that same thing too. So it's like, what do y'all really want? You know what I'm saying? Like, do y'all want these artists to get their roses, or do y'all want them to stay at this level where they could be great, or they still stay where they at? Like, what do y'all want?
That's what I be wanting to know. I feel you. I had the same feelings. It's like I just feel like it's a lot. It's about what you gauge more towards too, because there's a lot of popular niggas that I don't listen to. Like I never heard a Trippie Redd song, but I hear this nigga is like one of the biggest rappers in the game right now.
Yeah, he is.
Like the kids love him. I had never heard a Trippie Redd song, but I just know what I have an ear for.
Right. It's like a lot of people out here doing their thing right now. Like, let me name a few people. Like, of course, a young boy doing this thing.
Never heard a Young Boy song. I hear that nigga is like real big.
Like
niggas love him.
Nah, that nigga's nice, bro. I fuck with young boy. That cat Raw Wave, like his music not for me. Like I feel his music kind of too depressing, but he got a large following. People fuck with, bro. Like he doing this thing out here. Of course, you got Gates still moving around. Like it's a lot of people like doing their thing. It's just
I can't get with Rod Wave. We talked about that last week. I mean, he cool, no, but I just can't listen to that nigga discography like that.
I need bro to find some happiness, man. Real talk. Huh? Happiness is it's all perspective.
He ain't happy.
It's all perspective.
According to his music,
Yeah,
he
bro,
ain't happy. He don't trust nobody. He don't trust shit.
I will say
I'm going off of what that's his content.
Yeah, bro done been stabbed in the back a few times.
I only could go off of his content. Like nigga, who you got in the studio with you?
Bro need a counselor.
Who you got traveling with you?
Bro need a
You
counselor
ride Dolo,
traveling
you ride
with
Dolo,
him.
I respect it, but you know what I'm saying? But like
I do fuck with that Green Light song though. I do fuck with that. Somebody had to put me on that because I didn't like a lot of songs that I heard from bro. But I'm not gonna say bro trash. Like his music just not for me.
A lot of people don't accept that answer too. I see that sometimes, especially when there's people like they really like. Me? Yeah, it's like it's not.
And it's cool. It's cool if like you fuck with a nigga and another person might be like, yo.
I just be like, I don't keep him in my rotation. That's what I tell people. I just don't keep him in my rotation. He cool though. Yeah, I just don't keep him in my rotation.
That's a very tasteful answer. But
it is. What
me
else
personally, I'll just be like, yo, the nigga shit just not for me, man. Like, he cool. Like, it's just not for me. Like, that's y'all if y'all subscribe to that type of... I just feel like with music, like, especially like how I'm kind of looking at shit now, like a lot of that energy, bro, like, that shit is transferable, man. Like, I ain't really trying to hear a nigga, weep and moan all day, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like upbeat shit. I do get into the emotional shit sometimes, but that's a whole different type of wave. Like, most of bruh music is on that type of shit, and I'm not really trying to hear a nigga. Most of his songs is like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't heard I ain't heard no club banger from bruh. Like I just hear like even like the shit that they play like in the club from bruh. It be like it have an underlying depressed meaning to it. Like I just be like y'all hear this shit?
He remind me of Gates. I told Mess he remind me of Gates. But less rapping.
Yeah, it's less rapping. There's a lot of
like
more
when they get into that harmonizing and singing and shit. Yeah, that's who he remind me of. Gates out the gate.
Yeah, Gates fuck with bro.
Yeah, he featured like on 2-3 songs.
I'm going to die with these Cuban links.
His mama always gonna be disappointed in him. It's always gonna be his fault.
Hey,
that's what I take from Raw Wave.
Hey, we going into a new decade, man. Is niggas still gonna be talking about how their teacher said they wasn't shit? Yeah. Is niggas still gonna be saying how they
that is an underlying theme in rap.
How they moms was struggling and shit like that. I remember my mom found like one of my old like rap books. She was like, "Hey, like as long as you ain't talking shit about me, we cool." Like she told me this a long time ago. As long as you ain't talking shit about me, we cool. Cause I bust my ass. Like you know what I'm saying? Like or some shit like that. I was like, I wouldn't do that, man. That's just. But niggas do be doing that. Be like, yo, like my moms ain't had shit, so I ain't had shit the whole time. Their mom probably was a lawyer or some shit like that. Probably like. Nigga, your mom's probably offended right now. Like,
well, I mean, as far as like that new class, I can't really say. A lot of opinions I be seeing on a lot of these music topics be just like, I'm starting to get what's the word I'm looking for?
What's the vibes, Mike?
Desensitized, numb.
Desensitized in what way? What do you mean?
Just like when people say certain shit, I just be like, at the end of the day, it's opinions. You can't really fact base a lot of this shit because a lot of this shit is based off of how people receive music.
Yeah, it's
certain
all,
things
it's all
I could be
perspective,
like,
man.
certain things I could be like, okay, you're tripping. This didn't happen
What's the worst music take you've seen this year?
this year.
Yeah.
This nigga said one thing is better than anything Beyonce ever put out by A. Marie. That was hands down the worst one. I think niggas just be saying shit just to be saying shit. Nigga said I always felt like Beyonce was overrated. One thing by A. Marie is better than any one song Beyonce ever put out. And that's a lie. And I'm not like no Beyonce.
Yeah, I ain't the biggest Beyonce fan, but I wouldn't even go that far.
Sweet Dreams is a fire ass song, and that kills any song that she ever made. So
what about
But as far as like rap,
Me, Myself, and I?
yeah, Me, Myself, and I. That was a good song. If I Was a Boy, that was a good concept.
What's the song? What's the song on Destiny's Child CD, man? Max B did the remix too.
I don't know.
Did she used to? I don't think I used to. No.
I don't know.
That song sits on one thing.
Yeah,
I know the female listeners like, what the fuck? Mo, you butchered the hell out of that song, but
but yeah, I can't. That was one. When are y'all gonna admit that Beyonce made Ho's career?
oh, she saved Hope's career.
She saved Ho's career, and that's far from the truth.
That never happened.
That never happened. Ever. He was already established as the GOAT, but
Why?
when she was hitting her beginning of her own solo career.
Why niggas disrespect Jay-Z so much in that
I
relationship?
don't know. I have no idea. Didn't they act like this nigga can't do his own tour? He can't headline his own tour. Like this guy,
This nigga's headlined almost every tour he's been on before him and Beyonce started touring together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he goes on tour if he's not headlining the tour. Like it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it just
those two would probably be the worst I've seen as far. There's been plenty of others I've seen that I just like. You know what, man? Niggas is just.
But that's the thing. I've been seeing people say that like she saved his career, and what did she save it from?
I have no idea.
What does he save it from? Like
Nigga was still selling. He still was relevant way after he retired the first time. So
some of his best solo albums came out like while he's with her now. So
they started dating in like 01. He gave us the Blueprint. He then gave us Black Album.
American Gangster.
American Gangster. Yeah, like what we talking about?
That's 3 albums already. So
that's 3.
Like,
Kingdom Come. Yeah, that was a dud. But
Magna Carta was a dud. But that's 2 albums.
That was
out of a damn near 20-year span.
Yeah, so I don't know what they talking about. And like I said, he was already
who he was.
He was already established by the time she was hitting her stardom.
Why we just can't accept that they just both the top.
They meshed perfectly.
Yeah, they
came in at the same like it just
they
it
the
just
top
happened that
they
way.
the top tier of their respective fields, and they just together. Like it just it is what it is. Like y'all mad? Is the elevator hurt y'all heart?
I think that's what it is.
It's the elevator.
The cheating shit still.
The
to
Lemonade
this day
album
like,
hurt y'all heart that much?
Yeah, without the cheating, you don't get Lemonade, and that's arguably her best album. I've heard Beyonce Stan say that. So you gotta give Ho some credit for putting that pain out there. I'm being petty, of course, ladies. I'm being petty, but at the
that's
same
real
time,
shit, though.
That's real shit.
Hope had to put that pain in her life for y'all to get what
Females are gonna put out the best music when they're hurt. That's why Mary J. Blige ain't had a classic in a minute.
Y'all stand Adele. Every time she get her heart broke, she go diamonds.
What's that album 21 that they say like arguably one of the best albums ever?
That was a breakup album.
It was?
Yeah, that she was hurt writing that album. Shout out to niggas putting that pain in these women's lives, man, so they can give us diamond projects. Not like physical pain.
Yeah, with the emotion.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Y'all know what we talking about. We ain't gotta put that.
Yeah, they know exactly.
what
the comment that we in right now. We gotta be very.
Beyonce was definitely in her bag on Lemonade because they loved that album.
That album changed a lot of niggas' lives. I'll say that for sure.
Yeah, but her saving. There was another one in rap that the one I'm tired of. Go ahead.
I'll just say just one for me personally. Like when all these lists came out and niggas was trying to disrespect Lil Wayne, like he not a top 10 all time or not a top 5 all time.
Shit.
Like that was a funny time to me too, because you niggas no nigga was the top rapper for like
6 years, 7 years.
6 years, 7 year span. This man was the #1 rapper in the world.
Do people understand how long? You know how much of a value and how much credit has to go to somebody who maintained top dog for 5 years in the rap game? You know how hard that is to constantly go back to back and rap. That's not easy.
Just killing everybody.
Yeah, that's not easy. That's not easy to do. Like you got to take that chunk of time and really break it down for what it was. Like from 05 to 2010. Like dog, that's a strong. Because you got to think from. I think people look at that as like a. It was. On a grand scale, might look like, but that was a long in rap. That's a long time.
That's a long time.
In rap, that's a long time
because you can easily go to
you
the
can easily
wayside.
fall like 50 Cent. That's why I be telling people. To me, I get it. He's a legend for what he did. He's like
he didn't have no Lil Wayne type run. He had a monstrous debut, and then
50 is a Lauryn Hill of rap.
I wouldn't argue that. He gave us his miseducation of 50 Cent,
And that was it.
and that was it.
That was it. Like
You know what I'm saying? He had a nice mixtape run leading
but
up
he
to
did
that.
so much within that one album that he can go into legendary status, and I respect it. But it's like when people tell me, be like, dog, you know how long 50 run was, and they be like, huh? I'd be like, dog, a year, 2 years, a strong year, 2 years, 03 to 05. Like, but when you talk about Wayne, dog, you know how hard that is to do to be top dog for a 5-year run consecutive. That's not easy. That's like Ho did it for 7 straight.
And niggas gotta remember, like, he was the only nigga on Cash Money. Like, he
Carrying it.
He could have
carrying that
like
label.
that Cash Money could have easily like just flushed down the toilet. You know what I'm saying? Like, it started with Lights Out. No, I think was Juvenile was niggas still. I'm trying to think what
He was on there. He was on Lights Out. He was on that album.
All right, Lights Out. Then it was what's the album that got Jump Jiggy on it? That's they got Shine and shit on it.
I got it right here. So you got his first album was
His first album was
The Block Is Hot.
The Block Is Hot.
Then it was Lights Out.
And
Yeah.
then it was
The Carter.
Then it was the Carter. Okay. So right when 500 degrees.
500 degrees in the Carter.
Then the
Yeah,
Carter.
yeah.
All right, so 500 degrees he was by himself. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't a critically acclaimed album, but the nigga knew he had to do a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
He knew a lot of ground had to be covered. So what did he do? He went on the mixtapes. Killed everybody's shit mixtape wise. Leading up to the Carter, niggas knew what time it was when that first Carter was coming out. When that first Carter came out, what happened? The run started.
Mm-hmm.
The beast was awakened, guys.
Yep.
And then from there on, it just went.
Monster.
It just went up.
Yep. But yeah, we ain't got it. We gave Wayne his roses plenty of times, but yeah, those are probably like the worst takes I've seen this year as far as music. Definitely.
That Amarie shit was wild though.
Definitely.
And I love Amarie, but like I can't. I'm not gonna dust Beyonce crown to shine her crown. They both can be queens in their own light.
Yeah,
so
but
I can't.
there's really no comparison.
Yeah, it's really no comparison at
That's
all.
no disrespect to Amarie, but no.
Did you see where the Aaliyah's family they going to release her music at the top of the
About
year?
time. Shit.
They're going to release her music on all streaming
God
services.
damn. No, she really loved her parents, boy, and they treated her like shit. They had all the rights to her music all these years. Nah, how hard it was for me to find a song on a streaming platform for Aaliyah. You couldn't find it.
You had to go on YouTube, bro.
You had to go on YouTube and listen to that bitch. But yeah, that's good that they finally doing that because she got some classics.
She got some bangers.
That's crazy. I got on one of her shirts too. I got on Aaliyah's shirt.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, baby girl. But yeah, man, she got some bangers for real.
That's good that they finally doing that.
Yeah.
That's good. We had some new music that came out too.
Summertime Shootout Volume 3.
Get it out of here. That was trash.
Hey man, Fab sound like he's trying to rap like the young boys, man.
Fab trying to rap like the nigga who did his girl dirty for all these years, and now he acting right and want to shit on niggas who
he got an epiphany moment.
Who doing now? You want to preach about treat
Bing,
your girl right?
Let
and
me
shit.
treat my girl right now.
Nah, I'm not rolling with that Notion Fab. You that nigga, but nah, I'm not rolling with that.
So that's what that whole project was basically. Like,
No, it wasn't. It was just whack. It was just top to bottom trash.
I didn't listen to it because I knew shit was gonna be kind of garbage.
No,
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
It was trash. And
I listened to half a game.
He's trying to sound too relevant without staying within his persona.
Hasn't that always been his lane though?
Not really.
Nah, I mean, all right. Since the social media fab, hasn't that always been like his lane? Like as far as him giving you caption music, basically.
No, because he would stay relevant without trying too hard within some of his projects during the social media fab.
The soul tapes, yeah.
Yeah. So that was with them being relevant without trying to be the old guy trying to be young. So now this summertime shootout shit is just like, I would have been
caption
cool
music.
That.
Caption, hey, let me give you some tweet lyrics or some. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit is. It was just. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. It just wasn't. It's not worth the listen, in my opinion.
What you giving it out of 10, man?
Nothing. It was trash.
Oh, man, wow.
There's probably like 2 songs in there. I might, if the Apple Shuffle was on, I'll probably let it play. But
2
I deleted it
songs.
out the library.
You deleted the whole thing.
Yeah, you know how they ask you, do you want to keep it or delete it out the library? Period. Like just get it.
I
out
don't even want that download.
No, I don't even want to download it. And so I'm not fucking with it. Game album was a great project.
I listened to half of it this morning. I do see people giving it. They saying that they might creep into the album of the year conversation this late.
I wouldn't say
You
that.
wouldn't say that?
No, but it is a great album of the year. No,
I mean, from what I listened to so far, I like it.
it's real
not
good.
Really, it's really not that bad at all. The nigga can rap, man. Like with me, what I always talk about with the game is the antics, man.
Oh, that's a common tweets I've been seeing. You know,
I mean, that's just what it is.
He do goofy shit, he do corny shit, but he give us great music, so you can't help but.
You gotta listen to it. You
Love
gotta
it.
listen to it. Like it's just he's like the James
It's
Harden.
kind of like disappointing that he could be that persona wise, but give you this great music.
It's like James Harden, man. His style, like you don't gotta. I don't like his style play, but the nigga gonna fill up. He gonna fill up that stat sheet. Same thing with Game.
Game
man.
is James Harden. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, he is the James Harden. He don't gotta do that. Like his style, he don't gotta do that. The Game don't gotta do the shit that he do to be a great. James Harden doesn't have to play how he plays to be a great, but they still do it. So to me, it correlates, man. I'm sorry. Like
I don't know what it is with that playing style. What is it about his playing style y'all don't like? Because he hold the ball for 25 seconds.
That's just not gonna win nothing. That's just not winning nothing, bruh. That's regular season basketball. Well, you and I both know that's just not gonna do nothing for him going forward into them playoffs.
But I don't know that until he's retired.
This nigga's been in Houston since 2013, my nigga. What else do we need to see?
It took LeBron 9 years to win his first ring. It took him 9 years to win his first ring. This is what I'm talking about.
This
like,
nigga's already been to a finals though.
Okay, so I'm a discredited nigga because
you go from a finals. Granted, OKC didn't want to pay you. Cool. You go to Houston. You do all this. It's like every year when you're supposed to do what you're supposed to do. You don't do it when you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, but I still have to see it happen. Unless he retired, without it, I can't. You can't take him out the conversation. You can't take him out until it's not done.
I didn't say we're taking him out of the conversation. I'm just saying for the style of play, you don't got to do that to be a great. That's all I'm saying, man.
But what's so bad about the style of play?
That shit is it's
Y'all
corny.
just don't like it.
It's not even that we don't like it. It's bitch ball.
How's it bitch ball when you the leading scorer in the NBA? If it's bitch ball, then why everybody else ain't doing it? That's my question. Why everybody else can't do what he do if it's bitch ball?
Everybody's know that shit is bullshit, bro. You trying to bait the referees every time you get the ball? That's whole ball, bro.
Niggas been flopping for years, Mo.
This is my conversation with niggas. This nigga flops dramatically. Like he flops continuously.
But
he flops expeditiously.
No, nobody flops more than Ginobili or LeBron or
James Harden has entered the room.
Okay, but that's my problem. Like, niggas didn't discredit their greatness by saying they flop. Niggas just said, oh, they flop. They're king of flopping. But with James Harden is, oh, he played bitch ball because he flops. No,
he played bitch ball.
You can't have it both ways.
He's trying to be saved by the refs every time, and that's just not happening. Like, switch it up, bro. Like, you're an amazing ISO player.
If you drive to the lane and you're trying to get to the line, you watched a lot of basketball.
I watch a lot of basketball, so
Okay.
that's how I know.
So
that's how I know this nigga's full
out
of
of
shit.
all the players you've seen in NBA history, you're telling me that is an issue when it's been going on. That's all I'm saying. It's been going on,
and I'm not. Yeah, that's. I think that's where we're missing each other here. I'm not saying that it's not been going on. What I'm saying is James Harden, he relies on it a little too much, and that takes away from him overall. To me, I feel like he doesn't have to rely on it that heavily to dominate a game.
Have you seen games where he's dominated without doing that?
I've seen a few games where he's done that. But he's like the last span of the last 2 to 3 seasons, he's been ODing on this shit heavily, and he don't gotta do that.
I feel you, dog.
He really don't. That's all I'm saying, man.
You know, so I saw a wild take yesterday on speaking of that basketball shit. No, let's finish up this music shit. We'll get on that shit later.
All right.
So yeah, Game had another great album, in my opinion. I don't think this would be his last album though.
He said this was gonna be his last album.
Mm-hmm. I would say.
What do you think? You think you gonna come back with something next year, or you think he saw that?
Not
meme?
next year, but he might draw something else.
You
Niggas lie.
You think he saw that meme where they used him as the example? It was like 40. A rapper at 20. Oh, you 41 still trying to rap, and it was like a rapper at 41. I'm still rapping, and it was
because he said that on Doctor's Advocate. That was funny, by the way.
That meme was funny.
When he said, "You 36 and you still rapping?" And crazy, he 40 years old still rapping.
So I don't know, man. I mean, I'm gonna listen to the rest of that shit today. Like, what I listened to so far, it was solid so far. But I mean, does Game rap? Do we? All right, at this point, do Game have anything to prove? Do we put Game in that Lil Wayne category? Like, are we cool with him just being who he is? Like, Wayne don't gotta drop another album for me.
No,
you know what
I
I'm
heard
saying?
he plan on doing another one, but Game don't have nothing else to prove. Yeah, I'm doubling down on that West Coast rapper take too.
He the best out the West.
Yeah.
He washing Kendrick.
I wouldn't say wash, but he's better. That's it. It ain't got to be no deep dive. He's just better. Game would say he's not better than Kendrick, but I say he was. I can't argue a nigga who say Kendrick better. I think that Game is the best West Coast rapper of all time. Like, 15 years, never dropped a dud. You can't really argue that. You can't argue that resume. It's just the goofy shit that he do that a lot of people don't really give him the credit that they feel he deserves.
Hey man, that's going to play a major part into the shit, man. Unfortunately, he really got to rely on doing that shit. Honestly, so it is what it is. You got to take it how it come.
Mm-hmm.
What else music wise, man? What else you seeing out here? You done musically?
I don't think there was nothing else that really dropped. Those are like, unless I missed some other artists that.
I don't think you on, bro, but MIA Babyface Ray dropped that MIA season 2.
You talked about Babyface Ray last week, didn't you?
Yeah, I think I did, but I'm still on that tape. That might be my second favorite mixtape of the year. It might be my first. It might edge out Johnny Single. It might, but that's what I've been on that heavily, man. So let's move on forward, man. Is Lori Harvey a queen, Mike?
No.
Is she someone that these young women should stand, even though our opinion might
stand them, but be real about it? Because there's women out here doing what Lori doing, but they own it, and they don't try to highlight it as like no, other than what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is getting claimed by Future like a W? When did that become a W? All before y'all used to kill women who used to be with this man, but she do it is different. Then on top of that, with the whole Diddy shit,
I hope she defeats him. How you with him letting him smash is defeating him?
Oh, him posting her.
Oh, that's defeat?
I guess, but he just posted his BM He must go with the same AP that she. I mean, what do we talk? Like,
If she
but
don't
y'all
got,
chill-
if
y'all
she
chill
got,
for
if
this
she
shit.
don't got an AP, she belongs to the streets, man.
You know what I saw? I wanted your opinion on it. So I saw
that?
somebody say, Drake and Future are the same. It's all about how you deliver it. Women hate Future but love Drake. Do you agree with that? It's all about how they deliver the same message.
I guarantee you, if Drake had a song called "My Collection," that shit would be.
I feel like he low key does, but it's not.
He do kind of though. What's the song he was talking about all the girls?
He might not have a song,
Peachtree Hooters on Peachtree. What's the song?
You talking about Child's Play?
Wouldn't that be like a My Collection type song? Not Child's Play.
Not Child's Play. I say this: he has references to women. See, he's slick. So what he do is he mentions women throughout all his discography.
Right.
What Future does, he compile it all into one song.
So it's like, basically trying to say Drake a little bit more tasteful with it.
Exactly. He said
It's
all about
the same message though.
You know how many times I've heard like females tell me, like even now to this day, like when my girl she tell me it's not about what you say, it's how you say it. That's basically what it is. Cause Drake ain't really gonna be straight out disrespectful on track. He'll say what Future said on My Collection, would dress it up, be like, hey, that was a slick way of him saying that. Like he put you down easy, but was still.
I feel like Drake,
Future's still gonna.
Hold on, let's go. Like listen to the lyrics on My Collection. If Drake dropped that same song verbatim, it would be this. It would be, oh, Drake's such a sweetheart, blah blah blah.
You think so?
I guarantee you, even if I hit you once, you part of My Collection. If Drake said that on a song, it would be classified as sweetheart shit. The thing is, we see Future how he deal with women outside of music as opposed to Drake and how we don't see Drake.
Because
we don't see Drake really connected with women like that outside of music. Like unless it's on some scandal, he fucked some stripper type shit. And even then,
like even when he said on Child's Play, where he said, "Don't maybe get you back to the hood," like shit like that.
She belongs to the streets. It's the same.
It's the same shit. So Future says that exact same thing. So I just took that tweet and I never really thought about it. I was like, yo, that's pretty accurate. But Future does have some songs where he is putting them down easy, but like, hey, he still kind of played you. But he's more so, he's just gonna be more out. He gonna be out the gates more like disrespectful with it. It just is what it is.
It is what it is. But you're right though. It is the same. It's the same message. It's just that one nigga is actually harmonizing the shit to you, and another nigga sipping codeine with the auto tune. It's no difference at all.
Extra and Child's Play is probably the same song.
You're right. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't argue that.
All hell. Is there more? All hell starts to break loose on my text when he was talking about that. A chick posted flicking up in my bathroom and they recognized the bathroom. All hell started loose on my text.
Okay.
I would love for you to remember me, like, yeah, all that shit. Yeah, that's basically the same shit. I just want to. What was I saying though before that? I just thought that was an interesting tweet.
I agree with that. I mean, it's the same. It's the same content matter. But back on Lori, man. So what's the conclusion here? Because it's like,
I'm still trying to figure out how they Eurostep the whole Kim Porter post. I'm still trying to figure out how females have Eurostep that post, but y'all queen in that.
No,
Scotty said something the other day, and that's some true shit.
I'll say this.
She's on some Bobby Womack type shit.
Yeah, she is. I'll say this. It's kind of weird how these like random girls get like idolized for doing trivial shit. Like this ain't nothing like we should
major.
Huh?
It's not major.
Yeah, there's nothing major that we shouldn't be like glorifying none of this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what is she doing? Like what? Like at the end of the day, what is she doing? Like what is her skill set? What do we know her from? Besides being, I'm not gonna call her a pass around. Besides being a serial dater, what do we know?
I wouldn't see. And that's another thing too. I don't feel like she's a pass around. Like she's single. She's free to do whatever she wants. Now, if she was in a relationship doing this, that's different.
Yeah,
you a pass around. But she's single.
She's a serial dater. She's dating.
Thank you. She's free to do whatever she wants, but to highlight it as
she's playing.
I think that a lot of women when they get traction on a tweet, they make it seem like it's law.
Mm-hmm. That's what
with
it
certain
is.
takes, and they could go from men to any certain take. So when you get traction on a tweet and you say things like, "Oh, y'all mad because she's doing y'all king of misogyny," like no, like
nah, we just want y'all to see what just call it what it is.
He's still smashing.
He's getting what he wants.
He's getting what he wants. So because he posted her, it's not a
moral victory for y'all. Like y'all
trying to dress these.
Y'all
trying to take this surface level shit. Like that's not what this is. Don't get it twisted. That's not what this is.
You niggas is looking like Trey in that living room that night, man.
Like all of a sudden,
right
Future posted her on a story and y'all went crazy. Like so, honestly, who's the winner in this situation? Then
Future.
Look how. Y'all was quick to run to Twitter and have her trending because she was able to go from Diddy to Trey Songz to Future and y'all king of misogyny. The man posted her, just like he posted his BM months ago. He's gonna post somebody else soon. Like
I just don't get this whole like it's so the tables turn like every day with Future because
I'm trying to figure out how that became a W.
Like y'all hated this man last week and now everything's cool now because he posted the person y'all stand.
Are y'all calling somebody mom and then smashing the person that they was with? That's all I want to know. And is that queen activity?
Reporting live. Channel 5 News.
Let's hear it, motherfucker. I want to know, man.
I want to know too.
Is that queen behavior? And a lot of them Eurostep that point. Like y'all forgot that she made that post to her, but she was dating Diddy. Like, nah, we can't.
Mom. Called that woman mom.
Is that?
And I don't even want to like refresh any pain from that. So like like I said, rest in peace to Miss Porter.
No, but that's distasteful.
That's very distasteful how she did that. Like, if you was gonna move like that, you could have just kept that post to yourself. Simple and honest.
That's all I'm saying, bro. Like we can't be out here. If y'all salute,
that's
nasty. Cool, but take everything that come with it.
That's nasty.
So if y'all are willing to tell me that y'all would move like that after you call somebody your so-called mom,
you gotta take whatever. Yeah.
But wear
it to the T because that's what you signed up for. That's the hill that you choose to fight on. That you choose to fight on and eventually die on. Mm-hmm. So. If like Mike said, are you gonna call a woman your mom and express all of this love for her and then turn around and date her nigga? Is that something that you would do? Because you obviously y'all are standing this young woman. Is that something you subscribe to?
Mm-hmm. That's all I want to know.
Is that something that you really subscribe to?
Leave a comment.
And I know this is going to turn into, so y'all listen to Future? Do y'all do this? Do y'all do that? Answer our question. Just answer our question. Would you do what she did and actually move like that?
And here's the thing, he's not a model for how I move in my life. I enjoy the nigga music, and he owns his lifestyle. I respect that.
He owns this shit. So we're asking y'all to make, own it. That's all we're saying. Is that how you moving? Let us know.
That's all they want to know.
Are you going to date the widowed man?
That's some nasty behavior. That was some nasty behavior, bruh. And people was like, "Oh, she was just helping him." Bruh, remember the pictures that we saw when it was at the dinner? Was at the lunch or whatever?
With
this
Steve.
Man all up on.
And Steve Harvey was like,
"Yo, like, what you got going?" Dog, I'm not just helping. Ain't no girl just helping me. I'm all up in her neck, whispering in her ear, making her laugh and all that. No, sir. No.
Niggas hitting that. Never mind. We not about to say.
Hey man, niggas is slaves to certain females, man. It's like they become, once they get that.
I wonder if she's still on Meat Mill wish list.
True story.
That's Lori. That's a funny nigga.
But he said nah after Trey was with him.
He said nah. He actually talk about that?
No, he said it like one time. I think he said it in a caption or a comment. He was like, that's my dog. I think he had switched up the lyrics one time when he was performing.
because Trey was with him one time. Like, I think they taking them like them as posting her as like a victory. And if y'all really taking that as a victory, then ooh wee. Do we have a conversation that needs to be had?
I think the conversation's already being had, my friend.
That's crazy.
I really, I'm gonna just leave it like that, man.
And most of the women keep talking about stuff like that. At the end of the day, they want the relationship, the good relationship, the healthy relationship. Y'all don't want to move like that. I seen my boy JT. He tagged me in this post this morning. I guess it was a clip from a movie when a girl was talking on the phone. Mm-hmm. She was like, "Yeah, what kind of thong am I wearing? Oh, that all depends on what kind of restaurant you taking me to tonight." So the nigga was like, "Hey, so you just gonna do this shit in front of me?" She's like, "Hey, you can't be in my bed and be in your feelings. Pick one." Now, dog was on some simple shit. He pulled the covers up on some boomerang type shit, and he was in his feelings and shit like that.
Hold on, I'm sorry. So the scene is
she was sitting in the bed. She was talking on the phone.
With another nigga.
While the nigga sitting in the bed, and she was like, "Oh, what kind of thong am I wearing?" She was like, "Oh, that all depends on what kind of restaurant you gonna take me to tonight." So the nigga was like, "Hey, so you just gonna do this shit in front of me?" She was like, "Hey," she went like this. She was like, "Hey, you can't be in your feelings and be in my bed. Like, pick one." So the caption on the tweet was the caption on the tweet was, "If y'all not doing niggas like this, what are y'all doing?"
Basically saying that
this is how you should be doing niggas. That's basically what she was saying in the tweet.
But it's easy for women,
easy for them to say that.
It's easy for women who actually cut like that
to do that.
To tell women who not cut like that to do that.
You know what I think that percentage is? I think that percentage is 85, 15%.
85 women
to
who
15.
Not like that?
Yes.
I think it's higher. I honestly think it's who are truly like that?
Yes. Who are truly about that action.
I think it might be 5 to 95.
I probably wouldn't argue that.
Like, who really, like...
Move like that?
Yeah. I know for a fact I've dealt with one personally.
Okay.
And I know probably 3 who really, like, do not, like, really like that. Mm-hmm. So it's like, that's 4 women out of how many women you would probably say in this city?
Oh, at Charleston? Oh shit, I don't know.
Like a few 100,000?
Yeah.
All right, so in our pool would probably be like what, 50,000 women, probably?
Just in this area?
Yeah.
Probably a little bit more, something like that.
I say 100,000. 100,000. All right, so probably out of 100,000, it might be 100 women who actually like that.
Who are actually, yeah, I can agree with that. If we breaking it down a ratio like that, yeah, I agree.
Like, all right, let me put it like this: no woman who really about that type of life is going to be out sharing their L's because they don't take L's.
Mm-hmm. That's
one. An L don't exist to them.
Any woman who posts an L automatically is not about.
You're not cut like that because an L don't exist to you. Only doves.
And another thing too, if you're actually telling females if you're not doing niggas like this, then what are y'all doing? A female who like that wouldn't even put that out there. She just move.
She moving how she moving.
She moving how she moving on her own.
She not for one. That's what I'm saying. Like the game, the game's already the game. So if you don't got the game, then you don't. Especially at this age, if you don't really got that type of game, you it's best you just stay on the sidewalk with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I highly doubt there are a lot of women, especially post 30. Because a lot of women would be, because you're like 31, right?
Right.
So a lot of women who would be 31, 30, 32, I highly doubt are moving like that. Unless they reach to a point where they had completely given up and they know what they want.
You know what I've seen?
They know they want to be single and they know they don't want no kids. They know they don't want no husband. But if you're on this path of eventually you want that and you're just in this mode right now with that's what you really don't want that, baby girl.
But that's the thing. It's a lot of women who are on that path, but they know they want, the picket fence life. You know what I'm saying? It's like a phase, and it's like, baby, you too old to be going through phases at this point. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you need to pick and choose. Like, what do you really want?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play the clip for you. I don't know where it's from. I got tagged into it, so yeah, here it is. Look at dog.
Oh, he a hoe. He a hoe.
That's what I'm saying. Like, obviously, Buddy didn't. He didn't establish what it was from the jump, or you didn't communicate. Obviously, she was on some type of time that you wasn't. So
That is up to the nigga too. Now we do need to dictate. I see this a lot too. A lot of times I be seeing niggas be feeling like they getting stringed along when really you didn't establish the pace. So granted, had you had came to a situation you're establishing what you going for and what you're not going for, you already opened the door for what you're not going to go for. You know what I'm saying? So granted, this nigga probably came in on some, I'm with you, or we got whatever we going on. You ain't, even if you got what you got going on the side, you're not about to be playing me like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he ain't established that boundary. So he opened that, left that.
Or he wasn't honest about his feelings.
That could have saved him that too. He probably wouldn't even have been in that bed, honestly.
He probably really feeling shorty, but he thought he was on some other shit, just getting some ass and all that. She thought he was wanting up on her, but he done caught feelings.
And now he in the bed scrunching up the sheets.
Scrunching up the sheets.
Looking crazy. That's wild. Drew, I know my dog Drew ain't scrunching up no fucking sheets out here.
Not at all.
No siree.
Not at all.
I don't know, man. But yeah, that dating life is wild, man. Like I don't know, man. I don't like that just like I think about like the current dating culture right now. Drew, what do you think about current date culture? What you think about? Do you think I want to ask this because I know you're a fellow bachelor too. So I want to ask you this, man. How do you feel about like the dating pool, and do you think that it's possible to find something real right now?
Yeah, I definitely think it is a possibility, but it's also, are you ready to receive it? You know what I'm saying? Like in that sense, if are you like if a shorty has been showing you like good interest, or just the little things that the average person, like you don't even have to tell them to do anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got somebody like that. I think that's worth looking into, or even just trying to figure out if it's worth it. I think right now for me, I'm just not with wasting time. So it's like I'm gonna either make this money or I'm gonna kick it with you. But if I'm kicking it with you, understand I'm missing out on money. So you need to understand that shit also. It's a lot that can really go into what you will actually be looking for current day. Me personally, I'm just vibing. Like I'm just working and just trying to make money. Like,
I get what you're saying with the whole are you ready to receive it? So all right, so let me ask you a question, right? So like you say you vibing and shit, right? Like you cooling it, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I guess you in a nutshell going with the flow.
Right.
So all right, so you might meet a young lady, and she giving you everything that you want, but you content on just going with the flow. How would you address that? Because eventually you're gonna have to keep it real with her, and you might just lose all access to her based off that answer.
But that's the thing. If you're looking to be in a relationship, like if that's your end goal, then you should move in step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, moving forward with that. But if you're not looking for a relationship, that should be brought up day one. Like I'm just here chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to kick it, we can kick it. But my intentions isn't to wife you up or any of that. And that's that just comes with being true to yourself and being honest with the individual. Like you just got to be straight up, and that's. And dating is fine. Like it's fine if you want to say, hey, I'm talking to 2-3 other people. Just to, that's who I hang out with 2 or 3 other young ladies or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's where it get blurred at right there.
Yeah.
I think that's what happens, man. So, and I'm not saying that all women do this. I'm not saying all niggas do this. Sometimes, either that conversation is Euro-stepped.
Yeah.
Like if there's other people in the equation,
Mm.
either that conversation is Euro-stepped or for some reason it's just not had.
Yeah. And you can kind of tell, but it's still just better to have the reinsurance. Like me personally, I'm gonna lay it out front street because I want to receive the same one on the other hand. So, you know what I'm saying? If I am sitting here talking to other people, I'm going to let that person know, like, hey, you know, I kick it with so-and-so from time to time or some shit like that. Like, or if I'm just literally I'm not fucking with nobody, like, it's just you, I'm going to let that be known. You know what I mean? Either she believes it or she doesn't. Current day, you know, it's tough for ladies to believe, oh, you ain't no way you just out here not doing nothing. It's like, yeah, it is. It's because if I'm out here wilding, then I'll have several fucking children out here. I don't, so it's just you know. What I'm
or
saying?
you would have heard about me,
right?
Before
You know what I'm saying? So
it's possible to move around out here and be responsible while you moving around out here.
Nah, 100%.
A lot of people
very.
be thinking that's not a possibility. It is.
No, it is, and that's just really what it is. Like I don't want to just be out here wilding. Like I've had my times of when I be wilding. You know what I'm saying? But really, all in all, if ultimately I want to be in a relationship and the end goal is to have a family and all that shit, then I can't move that way. You know what I mean? I need to move in a way that it will attract a lady that has those same quality traits that I'm looking for. You know?
I feel you. But yeah, I just thought that clip was funny.
Yeah, that clip.
I just feel like a lot of women, they try to subscribe to that lifestyle and ain't really built for that shit.
And it's corny, man. If that's not you, like you don't got to do that. Like you know you want love in your house. It's nothing wrong with that. Like
and that's the thing. Like people really feel like I don't. It's like it's tough to love somebody. It's okay to love somebody. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to let somebody in. And that's the thing. Like especially like these. Like I know several niggas that like now are like with women that they've been with since high school and shit like that. And it's like, dog, you played so hard. Like, oh, I fuck her and this and that. Like.
But
Oh,
you know
she
you
just jump
going
up.
back.
Like, nigga, you married. Like, you're married to her now, and you have several children. Like, you could have admitted back then that you loved her. Like, that's
it's no loss of cool points, my nigga.
At all.
You love her, bro.
Yeah.
You damn sure can't love me, my nigga. You gotta love her.
right,
So,
right.
and it's cool.
It's totally fine. Yeah, it's totally fine, man.
I get you say I don't have plenty of niggas with the man. Fuck that bitch.
Right.
Next week, I love her, man.
Right, and that's the thing. Like,
it's
why?
Cool. Like, it's cool,
yeah, it's
but,
okay. Like, I'm not gonna judge you. You know what I'm saying? Like, be yourself, man. Be true to yourself. If you love somebody, you fuck with somebody. Fuck with them, boy. Show them boys the world. Show them off to the world. You know
hey,
what I'm
man,
saying?
for real, because you know, life ain't guaranteed, bro.
100%,
You ain't
man.
wanna. You know, God forbid anything happen, you don't want to live with that regret. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
And you just don't want
I
to
go for man and woman.
Yeah, 100%. And I'd be damned if I had like shawties out here wilding at my damn funeral because I was fucking with 4 or 5 different women. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I used to think that shit was cool when I was young.
it's not.
It's not.
It's goofy as hell, man. Because one person's gonna be in there showing their fucking ass, and it's like, yo, who are you?
And you gotta think like that shit just. It's like you gotta think like you further hurting that person that you know that you really was with, because that person know what time it is.
Mm-hmm.
But now you subjected them to like a peanut gallery show. You know what I'm saying?
Because people feel entitled.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. All because it might be a person that you might have just smoked a blunt in the car with. You know what I'm saying? And off a DM. You know what I'm saying? But you was being sneaky one night, and now, God forbid something happened to you. Now she making it seem like y'all was Bonnie and Clyde. You know what I'm saying? All off a smoke session initiated from a DM. I've literally seen this happen before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like, you know, sometimes you just gotta that comes with getting older too, and you know, wisening up. But sometimes you just gotta you gotta clear your own field sometimes, man. Like it ain't really. That shit really not that cool. When I was young, I was like, damn, like this nigga died. He got all these girls at his funeral. They going crazy. That shit kind of player. That shit ain't really player, man.
It's not.
That shit not really like that.
Because your mama and your rest
Your
of your
mom
family,
gotta deal with that
like,
shit, like-
come on, man. That's embarrassing, man.
Yeah.
Like, it really is, man. But that's why I just say, like for me personally, I'm trying to move different, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Hell, everybody's had episodes, that look like it should have been on Mari and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just shit. Like, I'm not trying to ever go through that shit again. Girls
I
swinging.
have. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Miles hopping out cars and swinging on you and all kind of goofy shit. Like, yeah, man, I'm done with that shit. I'm done with that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And I move differently now. I just move completely different. But yes, love is love, man. It's okay to love, and it's okay to be vulnerable. You know what I mean? And there's, the dating pool, it is kind of trash out here. Don't get me wrong. So that's why, if you do have something or something potential, you know what I mean? Like, hold on to that.
Keep it 1,000 with that.
Yeah.
Your ass know what time it is if you're back to square one.
100%, man.
Your ass know what time it is now.
And I'll be damned. I'm so tired of, hey, how you doing? What you do for a living?
That shit get tired. That
shit is very tiresome, dog.
That shit is very tiresome.
Word, dog.
And then again, me and Drew we telling y'all this shit wintertime. May, June, July is coming back. So pull up boys, man, activate again. So you never know. Like we like here at Do Work Media, especially with just messages, we with the shit.
100%.
You never know, the tables might turn.
Yeah.
Summer 2020. You never know. But right now, we telling you niggas to keep it 1,000.
100%, man.
This goes for male and woman.
Yeah. And again, man, I think people still have this hard on, like, oh, no, I don't want to look like I fuck with her and shit. Like, but why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you fuck with me, I'll fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, you're going to feel better when you really just keep that shit honest, because if any goofy shit happens, you be like, I've already told you from Jump Street like what time it was. So if you want to wild out, block. Simple as that. Like, you can just block them. Like, that's totally up to you. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta be real with them boys, man. Just be real with everybody in general. Just tell the truth. And people find that shit hard. It's hard to tell the truth, I guess, for some people. You know what I mean? I've lied to several females before, but also I know what type time I'm on now. So it's like I'm over that shit, man. That shit, it doesn't. You just have to continue to lie and lie.
I was listening to Button Pull Up when you was talking to Freddie Gibbs about that, and Freddie Gibbs said his life went smoother when he started telling females the truth.
100%.
I agree. I agree, man.
He said all that lying and all that shit. He said it didn't do nothing but add more drama.
100%.
I've told lies about the truth, but I've also told truths about truths that were also lies that could have possibly been the truth had I didn't lie about the truth. All right. Y'all got anything else?
Niggas a wild nigga, man.
I'm trying to tell you, man. This nigga Mo. Oh, shit.
That was wild.
Nah, but that's it, man. Shout outs to everybody, though, man. For real, though. For real. But that was funny as hell, Mo. You funny. You're a funny guy.
And I try, man. Trying, man. Hey, man. I'm gonna ask you all this question. I'm gonna also ask the listeners, man. If I did like an amateur comedy night, would y'all come out?
Yeah, come out.
I don't want y'all to cancel me now. If I get on this stage and start saying some shit y'all ain't agreeing with now, so don't cancel me, guys. Don't record it, and then
I always say, what make a comedian funny is telling the truth.
When I blow up, a couple years from now, y'all try to blackmail me with this, with me going off on stage one night at amateur comedy night, like with 5 people in the fucking club. Don't do me like that. But I thought about it though.
You should do it, man. I definitely think you should do it.
Oh, okay.
And you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to. I can go sit down, drink gin and pineapple, and laugh my ass off with Mo any day. So I know if you did stand up, this shit would be funny.
Too much people tell me I'm funny, man. I just be thinking about shit, man. So. And
I also think you don't have to put like no wig or no dress on to be funny. You know what I'm saying?
That. Come on now. I'm toxic. I'm toxic for that. Y'all know the vibes, man. It's toxic around this bitch, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Niggas is not subscribing to that. So y'all got anything else, man?
Well, it's pretty much it, man. Look like it's raining out there. I ain't like that shit.
A lot of sorrow coming down on the city right now, man. That's how we capping off Thanksgiving weekend. We good?
Yeah, man. We good.
Shout out to everybody listening, man. Shout out to everybody who, wrapping it up, having a safe holidays. This, I guess it's officially cranks off holiday season. 2020 is here, man.
Yeah.
Yes,
Got
sir.
a couple more weeks, guys. It's December 1st, 2020 is here. What we doing for New Year's? Y'all got New Year's plans yet, or?
Man, I don't even know, man. And my birthday's right next to that shit, so that shit is just it's confusing. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might end up just going to that Jacksonville Coast game though. To be honest, like that's my safe route. But
Let's go to Panama, man.
I'm down for that too. But them tickets price is crazy right now.
They crazy right now. Well,
Man, I'm telling you, like the second week of January is the time to fucking fly because all prices drop. Like as soon as New Year's is over, everything is dropped back down.
Yeah, I forgot about that New Year's, man. Yeah,
that shit like 1,200, bro. Because I definitely looked at that. Yeah.
I'm cool on that.
Yeah.
Definitely cool on that. Well, like we say every week on the show, man, if you hear anything on here that gets you your feelings, you feel the type of way, always remember.
We're just messages.
And we out.